Hello, hello, it's Kim Carallo. Shut the front door too. We're a wreath door hanger vintage gift store. We're out of Lexington, Kentucky. And if you like vintage and you like vintage finds, yeah, come on in and stay for a minute. We typically like to do a video once a week if time permits. And I know it seems silly when you say time permits and this is a part of your job, but sometimes extra things get in the way, like going on fun trips. And I'm going to share a little bit of that with you today. So, but if you like vintage, let's finish that sentence before we go on to the next thing, right? If you like vintage, come on in and give us a try. If you like quirky, fun, interesting, and when I mean quirky, fun, interesting, I'm probably talking about the video itself, although we do pick up fun, interesting, and quirky vintage items too. Come on in, give us a try, subscribe if you want to follow along, and let's get started, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the trips with this great piece. I have already priced a lot of these items to go to the booth space. Our Etsy store is opening. It is, or back again. We've been on a really long vacation from Etsy. We stepped back and took some time away. We're back at least by the second week of January, if not before then, but second week of January. And then our videos are going to change a little bit. We're going to have booth only. It doesn't mean that you still can't reach out, but you don't have to do that extra step. Etsy only videos, we're going to try to separate the two to make it a little bit easier for you guys. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you this art piece. It's glass art. It's obviously has a horse on it. You know, some people may call it a paperweight, and I'm not sure that it isn't. I called it an art piece because I felt like with the weight of it, it could be a paperweight, but the height of it made me just think of just art. Living in the horse capital of the world, I don't pass up a lot of horse art of any kind. I like it personally, and it is something that my peeps like as well. Look at this cutie. This little box has so much detail with the brass. It's not huge, but it would make a good little storage on the bedside table for jewelry. It would also look really good on a stack of books. I think the brass detail adds a lot of character, and I love that rich, warm tone wood, and I think rich, warm tone woods are something we're going to see a lot more of coming up in 2026. Let me tell you just a tad bit about the trips that I've gotten to take. Tell you about the first one. My best girlfriend turned 60, and we went to Grove Park Spa in North Carolina. If you know, you know. Listen, guys, I recommend it a 10 out of a 10. Do some research if you want to get away with some girlfriends and you want to go to a spa. And this is coming from a 10 out of 10, and this is coming from someone who's not a spa person, okay? I'm not a spa girly. It's not my gig, but I would go again, over and over and over. It is just that good, and all of us thought the same thing. So look it up if you haven't been, and if you have been, comment and let me know what you guys think too. Look at this cutie. This is probably an incense burner. It had me at the petite little size. You know, I love anything with legs. The foo dogs are super cute, and the colorway with it being white, I just thought it would look so good, really mixed in with any kind of style. Brass is good always, and even in jewelry. I love a brass bangle. I don't find a ton of them, but I don't pass them up when I do find them. Really do enjoy this one with the design on it. I thought it was really unique and special. Pedestal glass, Viking glass, frosted glass, ruffled edge. What's not to love, right? I really do like this piece, and it's so neutral and just would fit in, but with it being on that pedestal, anything with the pedestal immediately is a shelf designing plus. Okay, I don't even know how to say it, because you've already got some height, and you could put this, in the back, and then, maybe you're styling it with a little, that was a little box, and you already have some height, which makes it extra special in my opinion. Boxes for the win this time. I found several, and this one, I am not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So right now I'm going to hold on to it. I love the stone and the wood inlay, the colorway, the detail. The size of it is super cute, and it's in pristine condition. Loved that one. This one is my favorite though. This is rosewood, and these little inlay pieces are brass. I don't know what it was originally used from. At first I thought maybe cards. It's not deep enough for cards, but it also has the divider slat in the wrong spot. So it wasn't cards. Maybe when I do some research, I'll know. But I think I'm gonna hold on to these. And I tell you, these two boxes, if I don't, and you're interested, they will go onto the Etsy store. So what'll happen is I will re-show them and say they are listed onto Etsy. I don't know if I said it at the beginning. I meant to, but I don't remember saying it. We're going to try to get our YouTube videos to keep coming weekly, but when we show you what we found, we want them to already be where they are, and so that if you see something that you like, and it's at the booth, you can always reach out to us. If it's available and shippable, we'll get it. But if it's already listed to Etsy, then, and you see something that you just can't live without, you can just head on over to the Etsy store. Look at this cutie. The colorway is what got me. It's not particularly old. It's a 10 little round beaded box. But the colorway was super fun. And I thought with Valentine's Day coming up and people liking, to give jewelry, that could be a good little gift box. And things like that, you guys, if you're buying boxes and things like that at vintage and antique stores, the price point's not much more than a gift bag. I mean, gift bags are really expensive, and things like this could last, forever. So that's just a little tip when you're thinking about, what to put your jewelry pieces in when you're gifting them to your friends and your family. Look at this beautiful thing. This is in pristine condition. I don't think it was ever used. It has its original sticker. It is crystal. It is a rose bowl, and I love the tulip cutouts. I love everything about it, actually. And I was super excited to find something like this. I don't see a lot of rose bowls. That's the design of it. Out and about. So to be able to find that, I felt very, very lucky. Also wanted to share, we're a Disney family. So not all of my family goes, but a large portion of my family goes. And we try to go, maybe if we can once a year. It doesn't always work out that way, but that's pretty much what we try to do. And this year we chose to go again at Christmas time. And let me just tell you, if you've never been at Christmas time, I highly recommend it. It's extra magical. And, we've been to the Christmas party before, and I would have even told you that maybe we would say, even as a family, we weren't going to do it again. But my great niece, she doesn't remember it. And my little great nephew didn't either. So we thought, well, let's add that to it this year. And boy, was that the highlight. We are so thankful we did. I loved everything about it. So that was the other trip that we got to go on. And we got home like maybe the day before Christmas Eve, and then we do Christmas, and I mean, we're still doing Christmas. New Year's Day, we're having another Christmas celebration. So it just, it was just a whirlwind of fun, but I would do it over and over and over again. Both trips, same groups, loved every second of it. Also love this paperweight. I love a paperweight anyway, but this one has the controlled bubble. It has the clear base on the bottom, which is just indicative of being a good quality. And then the colorway with the pink and the green was fantastic. Super excited to find that. And I'm going to see if it glows. I didn't test it. I don't think it probably does. And because it's so bright in here, and my black light is not a good one. I need to invest in a better one. I'm not sure, but I don't think it does. Look at this beautiful candle holder. I found two. I just brought the one out. The detail on this, the colorway, black is such a good neutral. It holds a taper candle, but with that round cup at the top and then the square base, amazing, just really amazing. And like I said, the colorway with it being black, I do not know the maker. I don't know, and I don't think there's anything on it to tell me the maker. No, I don't see anything. So I don't know what glass company produced these, but I think it's amazingly stunning and super excited that I got my hands on it, because if no one else picks those up, I know a person who would love them, and that person is me. So sometimes I just, you just pick things up and you'll pass it along if there's a person, but if not, it's okay. My new thing for 2026 is to kind of keep going the way I've been. If I bring something in, I remove something else, because our home is packed full of goodness. So that's what I'm going to stick with. But, candlestick holders, little crystal trinket boxes, they don't take up a lot of space. So sometimes you can add just one more. This is something that has no condition issues. I never pass up a good crystal trinket box. They're perfect for a lot of things. You could put some bath salts in this and put this in your bathroom. It can hold your jewelry on your bedside table. It would look stunningly beautiful on a shelving unit, on a stack of books or boxes. The ideas, side tables, entryway tables. You really just can't go wrong. They have such a unique, beautiful look when the light hits with that crystal prism that it puts off with the colors. This one is really super cute, and I think I already told you I've priced most of this stuff. It's headed to the booth soon. We need to get to our booth spaces. But this glass swan, she just has the most sleek, really beautiful look to her, and her size is really good. She's the perfect size, that you could put in front of a vase, or I don't know that this is the right box, but in front of a box, or even on top of a box, just for some styling tips there. And let's see here. Oh yeah. If you know, I'm not ever passing up a vintage pot if I don't have to, meaning if it's in my price point, the words weren't coming out. But especially when they're green and they're in really good condition. This one has been used, but it is really beautiful and no condition issues. And the size is really good for a house plant. Now, these pots don't typically have drain holes, but you can put some pebbles on the bottom if you're concerned that you'll kill your plant. Something else I don't pass up, and I won't ever pass up if it's in the price point, is cloisonne enamel art of any kind. Plates. This one is a ginger jar. The colorway is really beautiful. The inside has that turquoise blue. That's pretty common for these types of things. Guys, this is all inlay enameled work that I don't know how they do it, to be honest, but I know it's all inlaid, and that this trim piece are brass pieces. So maybe the brass pieces are on first. I probably, before I go on and on about it, should look up the technique. I've heard a little bit about it. I would really love to see someone craft a piece like that. a little hand-painted trinket dish because I can never pass them up. Stunningly beautiful. Guys, this is all hand-painted, which blows my mind. And I think it's really, really super sweet. Another thing I don't pass up are brass candlesticks, whether they're tall or short. They're just a good staple. These are made in India. I liked the extra detail on the stem. These are in really good condition, and the short size is good to have to mix in for candle sets to mix in with. If you've got several sets, to mix in some shorter ones, it's really good. And they make a great display just all on their own with candles. And a piece of milk glass, because when it's unique, I don't pass it up. I have had this particular dish before. I love the handle on it. I love the flowers on it, and it has feet too. Milk glass is something that I love. I have heard someone, and I wish I could remember, call it the little black dress of vintage. And I think that's a great way to describe it, because it just goes with anything, any style, and any holiday, and I love it. I love it a lot. So guys, that's all we have for you today. We hope that you have the very best day, and we will talk to you really soon.